Welcome to the coach trip. 7 couples on a 30-day tour of Europe. For some of them, it could be the holiday of a lifetime, taking in some of Europe's most famous sights and cities.
Unbelievable. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here forever and ever.
But for others, it could be a complete nightmare.
All your travel expenses paid for, everything. And you want to go home?
They've got their noses to spite the face. What do you think, Mum?
Absolutely.
This is no ordinary coach trip, because if you don't like the people you're travelling with, you can vote to send them home.
We had screaming and shouting until 5 o'clock this morning. So, no, I'm not too happy with them one little iota.
Currently travelling on the coach trip are niece and aunt Lisa and Eileen,
Doesn't do it for me.
Doesn't it, love?
No. Does bullfighting.
She doesn't like beef.
mother and son Paul and Maggie,
It's surprising what camaraderie together can make you do.
Yes.
I can see why now these soldiers in the First World War all went over, knowing they were going to get machine gunned down.
good mates Winter and Suki,
Can I just say, Winter doesn't like to lose. Yeah, carry on.
brothers Nathan and Gavin,
As I said, Duggan threw her nasty talons out and was trying to get her right. Gavin, what they had was serious delusions of grandeur.
nurses Jane and Michelle,
She hasn't really done much on the bus at all today.
Miserable cow, maybe.
Yeah.
husband and wife Renee and Brian.
It's always going to be hard, whatever happens.
Tomorrow night's going to be even harder still.
Yeah, because they're nice people.
But all
you
we
know.
can do is retaliate.
Friends Debbie and Tracy,
I'm really into surrealism. Dali is one of my favourites, drawing from the subconscious, because believe I've led quite a wild life.
and keeping a brave face in every situation is Brendan, their tour guide.
I keep getting these looks of disdain from certain guides, and they think, the poor boy, he's got to get on the coach with this rabble.
Yesterday, day 26, the coach arrived in San Sebastian, where the tourists visited the local aquarium.
Just looking at the crayfish and we're wondering what they taste like for lunch.
But it wasn't just the fish that were on show. Younger tour members Lisa and Winter announced they were more than just good friends.
Me and Winter, we really like each other, and if we stay together, then I think nothing's going to stop us.
But it wasn't all love and kisses at voting time, when Renee and Brian got a yellow card. If they get another one today, they'll have to leave the tour on day 27 of the coach trip. It's 8:25 a.m. and the coach has already left San Sebastian and is heading into France to the beach haven of Biarritz. Everyone's packed their trunks for a day by the sea, but before passengers Nathan and Gavin and Tracy and Debbie can enjoy the day, they had to clear the air after their disagreement at yesterday's vote.
For what happened last night, I feel that Tracy voiced her opinion verbally, and I've decided that I would like to voice my opinion through the ballot box.
I don't think I insulted you, and I want to know how I insulted you.
It's
If you accuse someone of doing something, have evidence. I don't like people accusing me of something and not being able to tell me how I've done it. You're just backing off. Coward-like.
Step in, coach diplomat Paul.
So I'm trying to work out how I insulted Tracy.
I think they had it in the bonnets last night, and she said to me they would have walked off the coach if they got it again tonight. So they've been brewing all day, really. Told them to be magnanimous rather than fighting back. Keep cool, he knows he's right. We know what we're here for, and that's it. Churchill said, George instead of war.
Well, I'm going to go smoke a cigar tonight.
Smoke a start, George, and you'll be here, hopefully in London with me.
Yeah, man, let's go get a drink.
Just keep cool. And I know this coach is going to go out on a happy rainbow-type finish with all different people, all different colours coming to a lovely gold pot at the end of the day.
Hopefully with Paul's help, the two couples can put their differences aside today. And what better way to start than a sing-song as the coach crosses the border into France. Although not everyone's getting into the French spirit. Instead of singing, Suki has adopted his usual coach position.
I think Suki does enough just to get by. I don't think he's a major contributor. He'll just do what the basic requirement is, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And if it's too ridiculous, he won't bother doing it at all.
I just don't know the words. Where are we now?
No, can we stop this, please? This is not up to standard, I'm afraid. It's absolutely disgraceful. If this was the Eurovision Song Contest, you'd have got 0 points.
Biarritz lies in the Bay of Biscay on the southwest coast of France and has always made its money from the sea. Originally a fishing port and whaling village, in the 18th century doctors also recommended that the ocean at Biarritz had therapeutic properties. Everything changed when the Empress Eugenie and Napoleon III built a palace on the coast and transformed the town into a playground for the European rich. With huge beaches, powerful waves and mild climate all year round, Biarritz was the natural choice to welcome the first surfers on the European continent and become Europe's historical surfing capital. After his nap, Brendan hopes Suki will be wide awake and ready for today's first activity, an action-packed surfing lesson. Nathan and Gavin are definitely excited. It seems along with art critique, music, cookery and wine, they are also surf experts.
Yeah. I'm very excited. We've got some surf experts, but I'm not very excited what I see. It looks, well, we've got 5, 6 foot, but it looks just choppy and messy. Depending on what surfboard you're going to get us as well. They're probably likely going to be big, foamy things. Apparently we've got a wicked instructor who's here to teach us, so I'm going to pick his brain as much as I can, like I did Pablo's at the vineyard. So yeah, man, wicked.
Brendan has arranged for surfing expert Christophe to teach the coach trippers the basics.
So, to be sure to have the right balance while you are laying down the board, your feet must be at the back, like this, your leg close, your body right in the middle, and your hand must be under your shoulder. Very important.
But Gavin's more interested in looking the part than playing it.
He had to have his wetsuit down to his waist, like, you know, Christophe and David had, you know, they were professionals, so he had to do the same.
It rips off his top like a
Shut
banana
big,
skin.
hairy
Like
chest.
this, like with a professional.
He just likes to be Mr. Macho Man, you know, flashing his body off to the girls.
Second emotion, second emotion.
He said it was because, you know, he was sweating, but we all had ours on, and we weren't trying to be like the professionals, but of course, he has to be different.
In snowboarding, you have sort of goofy and regular, yeah? The stunts, you have the same thing. So it covers the same sort of thing, cool.
He's got to be the primo, hasn't he? He's got to be the number one. Again, that's short man syndrome. That is definitely short man syndrome. Plus his hairy man syndrome. He'll be bald before he knows it.
After Christophe's put the theory into practice...
Waiting for the big wave. There he goes. Oh, look at how easy he makes it look.
It's time for everyone to hit the surf.
At Scarborough, you know, but I never thought it's too cold, but it's gorgeous. I must go and do another. But why are you five?
And after a few false starts, the group begin to get the hang of it. Except Gavin. He surfed before, so he's spending his time on the hunt for a bigger wave.
Further out you go, the bigger the waves you catch. Less frequent, but you're not playing around in the wash water.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't think I'd be able to do it because of my weight and my size. I couldn't balance on the board. I kept falling off sideways. But once I got on it, I was okay. It really was good. It was very exciting.
bigger waves, you're up. You actually get the slight sensation that you're actually dropping in. So you get like a, albeit 1.5 second.
Fantastic, I loved it. Never done anything like it in my life. Always watched it and thought, idiots. But yeah, I loved it. Loved it. I was surprised I stood up as well.
The lesson's over and everyone's had a brilliant time. But where's Gavin? He's still in the ocean. It appears he's finally found the wave he's been looking for. Coming up in part 2, the coach moves on to Bordeaux, where the tourists get to sample some fine French wines. And Paul's temper gets uncorked at voting time.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You've been asleep more than anybody on this coach.
Today, the coach trip has rolled into Biarritz in France, where Suki's been taking it all in his stride.
I think Suki does enough just to get by. I don't think he's a major contributor.
The passengers have learned how to surf.
Fantastic, I loved it. Never done anything like it in my life. Always watched it and thought, idiots.
And Gavin showed his expertise on a surfboard.
Further out you go, the bigger the waves you catch. Less frequent, but you're not playing around in the wash water.
After a spot of lunch by the sea, the tourists will be heading to their next destination, Bordeaux. Earlier today, the coach trippers hit the waves under tuition from surf expert Christophe. And now that they've toweled down and are back on the road, Brendan has a surprise.
This is for the Biarritz Surfing Championships. Okay. This is Christophe's decision, nothing to do with myself. Christophe thought that in the female category, the winner was Tracy. And Christophe thought that the male overall winner of the male section was Winter. There you are.
Welcome. Thank you.
So as well as beating Gavin in the race for Lisa's heart, Winter's also beaten him at surfing too.
Had to remind Gavin that I beat him. And
Over and over.
a couple of times.
Look, Gavin, now look.
It only lasted 5 minutes and then I stopped.
Hang on a minute.
And then reminded him again. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right, Gavin, that's right.
You got it, Gavin.
Sorry, mate. I'm not gutted at all. I didn't do that to win. I didn't go out there to try and challenge anyone. I went out there for myself. I went out there and I got off and got away and had my own space, had my own time, did my own thing, caught the waves the way I wanted to catch them. I'm not into the competition. I'm more into the, being out there and doing it yourself. As cool as cucumber, aren't you?
Nathan and Gavin may have lost the competition, but they haven't lost any of their bravado. And in honour of today's surfing lesson, they've unleashed their matching Hawaiian shirts on the other passengers.
It's always good to have a little party shirt. We've got these. Nathan's got orange, and there's a blue one as well that exists.
But the boys' fashion show gets mixed reviews.
Come out with these flower power shirts.
Hawaiian
Typical,
shirts.
Didn't surprise me really.
We'd just been surfing in Biarritz and it felt right.
No, we're in our bags.
Yeah,
anyway,
and we weren't in Hawaii, we were in Biarritz, but that's near enough.
Were you impressed, Michelle?
Very.
Didn't do much for you? No.
Oh yeah, each to
I
their
thought
own,
they looked
innit?
very attractive myself.
Each to their
personally.
own.
Well, let's hope everyone's eyes have recovered by the time the coach reaches its next stop, Bordeaux. Bordeaux is a port city in the southwest of France and is built on an arc of the river Gironde. It has always been associated with the exceptional quality of its wines, and references to its produce have become an integral part of public buildings and monuments. But it was only in the middle of the 18th century that Bordeaux began to show the signs of its winemaking activities, and now there are over 5,000 chateaux which produce the area's highly regarded wines. The coach trippers have already been taught how to taste wine when they visited a wine museum in La Rioja in Spain. So Brendan feels the group can expand their knowledge and has arranged for them to try the wines produced at Chateau Franc, Maine. This chateau specialises in varieties such as Merlot and Cabernet Franc. And its wine cellar is a limestone cavern which dates back to the 4th century AD. But as the tasting begins, some of the passengers aren't that impressed.
And if you smell again, it's more intense, more complex, very different. See the difference?
I've got the smell down. I can smell it. I can smell what's slightly in the wine, even though it smelled of fish today. I don't know if that's a good or bad indication. Horrible.
The best thing is to carafe the wine.
I can't understand why people say it's sweet when it makes me... I think it's quite sour, but having asked, I think it's because I'm not a wine drinker.
Suki and Tracy may not be wine experts, but Gavin's aspiring to be.
We talk about drinking red wine at room temperature.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You said we don't hold the glass like that to keep it like that to keep the temperature correct. What is the correct temperature to?
It's between 16 and 18 degrees.
We ask a lot of questions. I ask a lot of questions because I want to learn. I want to know what the room temperature is. I want to know what makes a good year. But I also want to try and ask questions that will help other people who haven't got a clue.
Well, Gavin, isn't he? He wants to be the leader. Gavin's the expert at
be
this,
the top
he's the expert at that, he's good at this.
What are the major reasons that have given you, such a good year?
That was the problem at first. In your face job, instead of just coming in the back door. But he's got to be number one.
I do feel I'm more cultured than certain people on that coach.
You analyse the berries to...
So you have a laboratory?
Yes.
I think the group have just adopted Nathan and Gavin as the jokers in the pack, because they know that every day they're going to come out with some, rubbish, especially Nathan. He's going to say something, I was going to ask some stupid question. So they're just doing it for entertainment value. They're keeping them along as mascots.
Could you recommend a good cheese to have with this wine?
I don't feel a need to say smoky, oaky, cokey, dose to your partner, cherry, blackcurrant, and try and guess. It's more a sense of, this is good, this is nice, this is smooth. That tasted like Christmas.
Santé, you say in French, santé.
Wine tasting over, and it's time to find out whether the group think Gavin and Nathan are coach mascots or trip know-it-alls. Because as dusk falls on the Bordeaux vineyard, Brendan leads the group back to the coach for tonight's vote. On Coach Trip, the passengers' holiday will continue for as long as they remain popular with the other travellers. Because on this trip, at the end of every day, each pair vote privately for who they want off the coach. Whoever gets the most votes is awarded a yellow card. If they are given a second yellow card during the trip, they are sent home to be replaced by a new pair. Today the coach will be overnighting in Bordeaux, but it's quite a drive to the hotel, so Brendan's been forced to hold tonight's vote on the coach. There are currently 4 couples with a yellow card: Debbie and Tracy, Nathan and Gavin, Suki and Winter, and Renee and Brian.
We need to know who you're voting for and your reasons why. And we will start with Maggie and Paul. Thank you.
Each night it's getting harder and harder. We're now having to vote off people that we're very close to and share lots of times with. And we've got to vote off tonight Michelle and Jane.
We haven't voted them off yet, so we think it's fair that we vote them off.
Today we are voting for Paul and Maggie. The reason being is that you haven't got a yellow card yet, and we only had a choice between you and Jane and Michelle. And we've chosen you because we've only voted for you once before, and that was a long time ago.
Tonight we're voting for Paul and Maggie.
This is not my option. I would have gone for Gavin and Nathan, but I'm not allowed to take away his holiday from him.
They're not going to get a yellow card anyway tonight.
They've got a yellow card.
They're not
going to
get another yellow card anyway, and I just think if she's the only one that votes for
They
then
go freschi.
no, it's just going to upset the best even more than what it is already. Let's say it turns out tomorrow so she can do what she wants tomorrow.
OK, tonight we'd like to feel the wrath of Eileen. And so we will be voting for Eileen and Lisa.
We want to get a reaction out
We
of her.
want to get a reaction.
Yeah.
And I'd love to wind her up a little bit, you know. And she's going to gob off. Is that all the wrath you're going to give us?
I'll have to think of something, love.
Oh, you'll get me off camera, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll sleep with my eyes open tonight, then.
Tonight, everybody, as with Spike Lee, and as always, we're going to do the right thing.
Yes. I'm going for Jane and Michelle.
Because you haven't had a yellow card yet, and...
That's it.
Have that. And see what it feels like, hopefully. I mean, we get on with Michelle, but Jane's a little bit...
Now, I asked her advice on, like, my knee, because it's kind of hurting a little bit and stuff like that, because I've been bitten and I don't exactly know what it is. And she said, oh, wow, you look really bad. Don't you think you should go home now? That kind of comment, in the real world, you know, you'll hear me say things that I wouldn't say on camera, but I zipped my lip and got on with it.
Well, tonight we're going to go for Paul and Maggie, and the reason being that last night we had 2 votes against us, and Paul had the last casting vote, which he cast, which gave us a yellow card. So obviously we're getting our own back, that's all.
Tonight we're going to be voting for Paul and Maggie. We haven't really spoken to you much in the last couple of days, and that's about it, really.
Well, I'm always here to talk to.
Not you. We feel that I think Maggie's getting a bit tired of these days, as are all of us, me included.
Maggie's getting tired. She's 73.
Yes, I know.
How old are you?
24.
24. You should be ashamed of yourself. You've been asleep more than anybody on this coach. I'm coming back when you are 73, and I'm gonna.
Don't worry about it.
Maggie's getting tired. Hands up. How long has he been asleep? He's been asleep. Hands up. Is he always asleep? Is he always asleep? Right. Thank you. Maggie's tired. I can't believe that.
Despite annoying certain members of the tour today, it seems Nathan and Gavin have escaped a red card. But with 4 votes, Maggie and Paul receive their first yellow card.
Paul and Maggie.
Can you take it, Mama? Are you too tired?
Thank you. And thank you.
I'm very tired.
Paul started the day with a dream.
I know this coach is going to go out on a happy rainbow-type finish with all different people, all different colours coming to a lovely gold pot at the end of the day.
That was until Suki insulted his mother.
But for Suki to say that Mum is getting a little tired, that really, really gets me mad. I felt my blood boiling then. 73 years old. People at this age have been in the First World War, gone over the trenches and got shot to death. Those
stop
people,
going on.
well, I can't help it, get me mad.
Stop
But
going
those
on.
people can go into lovely hotels and go on coach trips.
Next time on Coach Trip, the tour rolls into the French city of Poitiers, where the passengers get to monkey around.
I wouldn't have minded it coming on my shoulders. But when I seen its 2 fangs, I thought, oh no, thank you.
Brendan and Chris have crosswords.
I hope he can get us back to London, because if not, I'm getting off at Dover and I'm getting a train.
But they're not the only ones when Nathan pushes Jane too far.
You're not the queen, sweetheart. Just give up.
I know. You ain't the king.
No, I'm not.
I haven't got home yet.